I want you to get together. I'm Coleman here, and we're now on to part 4 of the roadmap to buying your own home. Previously, we discussed, well, how much can you borrow, what level of deposit you need to have, ultimately making sure that the bank will say yes. Now, the exciting part, or, well, maybe the stressful part if you're finding it difficult to find a home. But this is ultimately what it's all about. And then the final part then will be in our next recording, which will be paying for it all. Very important. But let's stick with now what you want is to buy your own home. So you have been approved. Basically, you've got 6 months. That approval will last for 6 months. And that doesn't mean you can change your behavior afterwards with your bank statements and stuff like that, because they ultimately may look at bank statements again. So you do need to continue behaving as if you were looking to apply for a mortgage tomorrow. But ultimately, you won't need to go to get reapproval for 6 months. So then it's much easier if you're buying a new home. You just need to basically keep yourself up to date on the developments that you're interested in and when they may be launching. Now, that might involve pestering the agents. Yes, you may well be on a mailing list, but no harm just keeping in touch, because, well, at the moment, well, as you may have known, there was 42,000 approvals in the year for the last year. There may only been about 15,000 new houses, of which not all were available to first-time buyers. So there's a significantly greater over demand for the available supply. So you do need to take an active interest in the properties that are out there, or the new developments that you're interested in. What questions to ask when you're actually going to see them? Well, obviously you just get to see a show house, and you'll get to see what it's developed, or what it's going to look like when it's finished. So what I would normally just suggest is basically asking the question, well, is there any developments in the area that you might need to be aware of? Like, is there going to be a graveyard built nearby? Are there any other amenities that are being built that might just reduce the value of the property that you're about to buy? Your solicitor would normally have a look at that as well. We'll look at the kind of adjacent plans, just to make sure that you're buying a property that isn't going to be devalued based on something else that might be happening in the background. So buying a second-hand home is much trickier. You're basically, in truth, you may well be competing with a number of other people who are all looking at the same area and the same houses that are coming on the market. So you're literally going to be getting involved in bidding. Okay, and this is such an unusual concept, or something you've never done before. So it can be quite daunting. Now, there are tactics that you can use for this, but I will direct you where to go looking at this later. But the first thing you need to do before you even get to that point is kind of just be doing your research. Okay, look at the area that you want to live in. There's a government website called the Property Price Register. This will give you an indication of what prices properties were sold at, maybe 3 to 4 months in the past. There's a bit of a time lag. It's not an exact science, but it's a great kind of barometer to indicate to you what's the value, what should be, where should your walk away point be, that's a great place to start looking. Obviously, in terms of looking to find the properties, the likes of sites like myhome.ie are the local areas in the area. Now, I have highlighted a link there to my own personal YouTube channel, and this is would be tactics to use with regard to bidding on properties, what you need to be thinking of and how you need to play the game. Now, I'd always be here available to act as a sounding board for you. I wouldn't be gambling with your money or anything like that, but I would certainly give you strategies as to how to approach it, how not to do things that are, in effect, you're just going to be bidding against yourself. And when you're going sort of kind of tied in with that, then what questions to be asking the agents when you are going to see the property, so that you can get a sense of when should you put your bid in? Are there other viewings? How quickly does the seller want to sell? Is there offers on the table at the moment? Questions all like that sort of arm you with the necessary information to develop a strategy on how to best bid for the property. Now, there's no absolute guarantee of success, but there are ways and means of playing the game really in a way that gives you the best chance of not doing anything stupid or not reducing your chances of buying the property at a reasonable price. So that would be my kind of quick overview on what kind of research you need to be doing and ideas around how to bid on properties. But again, as always, if you have any specific questions that you want to ask me, just reach out, and that's what I'm here for. Okay, thank you for listening. Hope that helps, and look forward to talking to you soon. I want you to get together.